Hi everyone. I hope everyone's doing well considering the circumstances of what's going on in the world right now. I'm at home right now and have been practicing social distancing as advised to help flatten the curve of this virus that's going around. So especially not going in to treat my elderly patients, and also not seeing patients in the clinic right now just because we shouldn't be out and about until at least this gets settled down as advised. So I'm at home. I'm doing virtual consults with a few of my clients where we're doing some exercises, and I'm kind of been guiding them through their own self-care that they can do at home, which is as important, if not more important, than coming in to see me as a physical therapist. And it's also very convenient and saves time and transportation and all of that stuff as well. And you end up also with a wealth of information. So I've been doing that, and then I also teach yoga one-on-one, and I've been shifting that to a virtual platform as well. It's all very new for me, which I've never done this in the past. But you know what? Why not? Like, we have all this great technology, so I would take advantage of it and hopefully use it for good. So I'm gonna do a little bit of a yoga session, kind of just going into a flow with my own body, and I'm gonna just say it out loud as I would if I would teach a yoga session. So if you'd like to follow along, please join me. And I will be posting maybe new and different variations every day and sending them to you guys. So if you'd like to follow along, that would be great. And then also send me your feedback if you liked it, if you want to see something different, if you want like specific yoga for like shoulder opening or hip opening, or more for relaxation, or I don't know, for your lower back. I'd be happy to do that with you. And then of course, if you also want to do a one-on-one session with me in the home, I'd be open and willing to do that as well. And we can talk over that with some more details. So right now I've put my phone very gingerly on my bookshelf in my apartment, and I've positioned it to face the yoga mat that's there behind me. So hopefully you guys can hear me and see me and follow along. It should be no more than 10 or 15 minutes. So roll out your mat or just get on your carpet or your floor, as long as the carpet's not too slippery. And yeah, join along with me, and everything should feel good in your body. So if it feels like painful or you feel like you can't do it, skip it, or try and modify it as best as you can. But you know, this is supposed to be for health and well-being. So if anything feels weird in your body, just listen to yourself, listen to what it's trying to tell you, and modify or skip as appropriate. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so come to the front of your mat. Make sure that there's enough space behind you if you don't have a mat. And start to just raise your arms up over your head, stretching your thumbs up towards the ceiling and lengthening the sides of your body. Bring your arms down, push the air down as you do so, and just stand still for a moment, having your feet about hip-width apart. Your collarbones are nice and open and lengthening through the sides. Your palms are facing forward. The four corners of your feet are pressing down into the floor, and the crown of your head is growing tall through the top of your head. Close your eyes and just take this moment to feel your body, doing a general body scan all the way from the bottoms of your feet, traveling upwards through the crown of your head. Taking a couple of slow, long, deep breaths in and out. And gently opening your eyes, keeping your gaze nice and soft. Circle your arms up again towards each other. Hook the thumbs, grow really long through the sides of your body. Grab onto your left wrist and pull that arm up nice and gentle, and then tip your body over to the right side. Keep your left foot pressing down into the floor to feel that opening into your left side body. Breathe into your left ribs. And again, I'm closing my eyes, but it's up to you if you'd like to keep them open or closed. And then come back up as you inhale to the center, switching sides, pulling up that right arm this time, inhaling. Exhale, tip over to the left side, grounding down, especially that right foot, into the floor. As you C-curve over to the left side, you should really feel your right ribs opening up and stretching, shoulder stretching. And taking a few deep breaths here as well. Bringing yourself back up, hooking your thumbs, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, dive forward and down, letting your arms swoop down, let your head drop down towards the floor. And then grab onto your upper arms with both your hands. You can heel toe your feet apart a little bit and bend at your knees. And as you bend your knees, you should feel your belly coming closer to your upper thighs. Let your head relax. Maybe to help with that, shake it yes, shake it no. Open and close your jaw, move it side to side, release any tension. And then just gently rock if it's available to you, side to side. Just coaxing your body to relax any tension in the spine or in the head. Letting go of your arms, shifting your weight forward into the fronts of your feet. Your heels are not coming up, the weight is just shifting forward. And as you do so, feeling that deep stretch in the backs of your thighs. Staying relaxed with your head. Take your hands onto your shins or your thighs, press up into a flat back. So flat back means having your back parallel to the floor. If you need a little bit extra length, press into your thighs rather than your shins. Lengthen your spine all the way from your tailbone through the crown of your head. And on your exhale, fold forward again. Inhaling, pressing up. Exhaling, folding. Inhale, press up. Exhale, fold. Take your hands onto the floor, bend your knees, step your right leg back, and place your knee down onto the floor. Keep your weight shifted forward and take your hands onto your left thigh. As you do so, if this feels uncomfortable for this back knee, fold your mat a little bit, and then that way you have extra support for your knee here, okay? So you can do that. Take your hands onto your thighs, grow tall through your torso, and try not to have your hips twisted so your hips are facing forward the whole time, your front two hip points. And then when you're ready, and if it's available to you, take your arms over your head, and you should feel a pretty deep stretch all throughout the front right side of your body. Squeezing your right glute to feel a stretch in the front of the right hip here. Take your arms down, tuck your back toe, lift the back leg up, and gentle twist over to the left side. press into the floor. And exhale, lower the arm down. Grab onto your blocks. If you don't have blocks, that's fine. Just kind of walk your hands over onto the floor. But if you have blocks, you can use them. Take your feet apart and have your toes pointed out and start to just move side to side. You can use the blocks to also move your arms. So thinking of the blocks more as extension of the floor coming up towards you. You can move them as you shift. So as you shift to the left, feeling a pretty deep stretch into your right inner thigh, and then as you shift to the left or to the right, the same thing on the left side. Moving side to side, breathing as you do so, inhaling as you come to the center, exhaling as you drop to the opposite side. Come back to a still point here. Take your hands again on the blocks and come into a flat back. On your exhale, fold over. Shift your weight into the fronts of your feet. Try not to hang back into your heels, and then just let your head go. Hands can come onto the floor and head can reach down to the floor. Again, everyone has all different types of flexibility in their body. So you're doing this to feel good. If it feels intense, then back off. You should be able to breathe normally here. And now take your hands either into a tented position, or you can bring your arms back onto the blocks and inhale back into a flat back. Make your way over to the other side, so pivot your feet as you move, and then now that you still have this little flap here, you're gonna place that back knee down and shifting your weight forward so that you have an angle here in your thigh, hands on your right knee, and then lift your torso up. If it's available to you and it feels okay, raise your arms over your head, shoulders away from your ears, energizing your fingers up towards the ceiling. Squeeze your left butt cheek to feel an opening in the front of the left hip. Breathe here. You can have a gentle gaze up to the ceiling, just don't tip your head back. So use your eyes to lift that energy upwards. Take your hands down onto the blocks again. Move them to the side. Bring that back leg up. Place your left hand down onto the floor or onto the block to modify, and twist over to your right side. Stay low in your hips and breathe. Placing the hands down onto the floor, move the block away. Step that right leg back, downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet here. You can move your hips side to side. Close your eyes, shake your head. And then place your knees onto the mat again. Have your knees wide, big toes can touch, and start to reach forward with your arms, placing your head down onto the floor, letting go of any tension here. Really breathing into the lower belly, connecting your body with your breath, using a slow, long, deep exhale to let go of any tension that is unneeded. And then come up onto all fours. And I'm just going to take a moment to straighten out the mat. And you can grab onto your blocks again and make a little shelf here. Or if you want to use a towel or some props so that you can sit a little bit higher up, you can grab a blanket, something of that sort, and come into a cross-legged position. Or you can come into a position where the soles of your feet are together and your knees are apart. Whatever feels good on your hips and your lower back. I'm going to choose this one. And then take your hands onto your thighs. Find your sit bones by moving the fleshy part of your bottom away. And then grow tall through the crown of your head. Take one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Just notice the breath flowing in and out. Trying to slow down your exhales. And what I mean by that is, if you're trying to breathe in maybe for a count of 3, inhaling 1, 2, 3. See if you can exhale for double that count. So you're going to exhale for a count of 6. So exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhaling, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Continuing with this breath, again, doubling the length of your exhales than your inhales, which helps to calm and soothe the nervous system. Continue with this breath, keeping your hands where they are or placing them onto your knees or your upper thighs, keeping your shoulders relaxed. Taking in one more full round of breath here. Take your hands together at the center of your chest, bowing down towards your body, towards your breath, and towards this mini practice. Namaste. So that was it. Let me know if you guys like it, and I can do another mini session for you guys tomorrow. So if you need to get up off of your desks and do a little bit of movement, I'll be happy to take you through that a little bit every day. Bye.